What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and it's time for another Average review. Today we're going to be looking at Arctic Wildlife Explorers, one of the latest maps from one of my favorite studios, Everbloom. Today we're going to be taking a look at three topics: sound and music, visual design, and gameplay. Normally I do story, but Arctic Wildlife Explorers does not have a story because it's more so an adventure map. Let's get started. Let's start with sound and music. One of the reasons why Everbloom is one of my favorite studios on the Bedrock marketplace is because of the amazing amount of detail they put into their maps, especially when it comes to their custom sound effects and music. And Arctic Wildlife Explorers is a wonderful example of that. You are going to love the custom sound effects of the animals in this map. See, I am actually a really big nature buff, and I'm very familiar with pretty much all the animals that are featured in this map. And I gotta tell you that they got really close to their real life sounds, which is really amazing when you think that this is just a Minecraft map. But it's not just the sounds of the animals they got right, it's also the ambient sounds of being in the Arctic. If you're standing still in a building or out on the glacier, you can hear the howling, strong winds of the Arctic in the background, which I thought was a really nice feature. But what really got my attention is the custom music. Having good music in your map is really important. It can really help the player get immersed in your world when they're exploring and they have a wonderful, nice melody going on in the background to help them really feel like the world is alive. Everbloom always delivers good music. I don't know who makes their music for them, but they always knock it out of the park. In fact, I love the custom music so much for this map that I have it playing in the background of the video now. Let's move on to our next topic, visual design. The visual design of this map is truly amazing. Starting with the terrain, you can clearly see that a lot of time and effort went into designing it. My favorite locales being the ice cliffs and then the frozen ice caves, which are beautiful but really easy to get lost in. But what really steals the show is the custom design of the animals. As I said at the beginning of this review, I am a huge nature buff, and I have to say that they did a really good job in designing all the different Arctic animals. My favorites being the killer whale and the Greenland shark. I really appreciated it took the time to actually get the right design of the Greenland shark. Many people don't even bother putting this into Arctic little games or mods at all, and I think that's a really good show of detail that they would put in an animal like that most people don't even know exists. I think the only issue I have with the visuals is that it's really easy to see where this custom map ends and the normal map begins. It really breaks immersion when you're looking at this beautiful landscape and you see a mushroom island, or you see one of the normal plain biomes, like literally right there on the edge. And that really messes with me, because if you could just push those things back to where it's mostly just water, it just really helps you, believe that you're on the Arctic, and it kind of breaks that immersion when you look and you see those normal ones so close to this custom map that you took so much time to make. That would be my only critique with the visuals. Other than that, they nailed it, and I love them all. Okay, let's talk about gameplay. Now, you're not meant to go out and hunt and fight any of the wildlife on this map. This is a peaceful map. Your goal is to take a camera and take a picture of each individual animal out there. This is really cool because it gets you to explore every part of the map, because there are different animals in different parts of the map. If you're looking for a killer whale, you're going to have to go out to the ice and swim underneath it to find one. If you're looking for the caribou or the moose, you have to go to one of the wooded areas. So as you can see, a really good way of getting you up and about, able to see and explore every part of the environment. Now what's really cool is that after you take a picture of each animal, you get facts about that animal. These facts are fully voiced. In fact, all the information you get from this map is fully voiced, and I love that. I am constantly stressing the importance in my Let's Plays and my reviews that map designers voice everything. Voice the characters, voice the instructions. It really helps the player, especially players like me. I have a reading disability, so it's hard for me to read and play at the same time. When the information is voiced, it's easier for me to remember it. It's also better for immersion if I can just listen to what's going on instead of having to stop and read. So anytime a map designer takes the time to do this voice acting, because I know voice acting is hard, and to get it good, because the sound quality on these is really good, to do that takes a lot of effort, and I appreciate that. So definitely give them a hand for good voice acting and taking the time to put it in. So, what's my final verdict? Well, I feel that Arctic Wildlife Explorers is 100% an amazing map, and it is worth picking up, especially if you're a wildlife buff like I am. In fact, Everbloom has a whole Wildlife Explorers series that is ongoing. A couple weeks ago, they launched an ocean-themed one that I would recommend you check out, and soon there's going to be a rainforest one coming out. This series is pretty nice. Again, like I said, they put a lot of detail into their maps, and they are all exciting, fun, and very well designed. But that's going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to look us up on Instagram and Twitter. The channel is growing quite nicely, and the more and more support you guys give us, the more stuff we can cover for you. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks again for watching. I'm Average Arcader, and I will catch you next video. Take it easy.